again today to another episode of Dave and Moses Dive into Web3. Here with me is Moses as always, and our wonderful owner and CEO of MicroPets, Jessus Zambrano. Today we're going to dive into something a little bit different and dive into the world of being the owner and CEO of MicroPets and ask Jesus some questions and get to know him a little bit better. Moses, if you want to introduce as well.
Yeah, hey everyone listening out there. We're super excited to find out who the heck is Jessus Zambrano. Who's this guy that decided to take on a cryptocurrency project, become the owner of it, and make it the success that it's becoming. So we're gonna find out. So stay tuned.
Yeah, awesome. Before you do anything else, hit subscribe, hit the bell notification. Check us out on micropets.io. Make sure you're following all our socials. We're micropets_io on X. Keep up to date. Jump into our Telegram and join our awesome community. Okay, so let's start off with the first question. Jesus, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Very happy to be in your space, guys, and to share a little more about MicroPets and myself.
Awesome. We'll start off with an easy question. Can you share a bit about your personal journey in crypto and the NFT space?
Personal journey in crypto. I started investing in crypto or getting interest about cryptocurrency in 2016. A friend of mine invited me to check all the time different coins and tokens, and look at these guys, they're doing this, they're doing that, and it's like when we were like a little skeptical about those things by then. For me, it was something really new, but he was so passionate about it, so I said like, but he was like very passionate talking about crypto. And then like a year later, it was when I said like in 2016, but he started a year before. And then in 2016, I said, you know what, let me check let me check. And he was with me and he helped me to create a MetaMask wallet and introduced me into the whole universe, what represents crypto in general. And then I started doing my own Dior, right? And checking what it was Binance Smart Chain, what it was Ethereum, what it was Bitcoin, what it was, even getting more interest on it. And then I got crypto.com wallet and I started buying Pro, VET. I bought by then another one, Holo, Hot, ADA, stuff like that. The basic and Litecoin, the classic ones. I got interest because the space is moving so fast. I learned that also with the pass of the years, right? And there was so much innovation. There was so much inflation where people are getting more interest in crypto every time. So I think for me was that part of the curiosity where I said like, okay, I'm gonna get seriously on it, and I started doing it like besides part-time job, but for fun also, because the great idea for me was like having fun. For me was having fun when the coin where the token or coin were going down or up. You know what I mean? It wasn't like that serious, like, oh, I'm losing money, I'm losing 100, I'm losing, you know what I mean? It was more like fun for me, like, oh, this is cool. And basically by then it was like, okay, now this is serious, right? When you start putting more money and more money and more money, and you're trying to catch up on everything, and you see what is stable, what is not, what is really got the future. Basically that. On the NFTs, I jumped on NFTs literally in 2021, and it was with MicroPets. I don't own another NFT from any space. I'm gonna be so honest. 100% I don't own another NFTs. I don't know what is. I mean, I see news, I check. I read about projects about NFTs and etc. But I don't own one single NFT from another project. Just MicroPets, and that was literally like the connection I had. I have so many coins. I have so many, but I don't have another NFT project in my portfolio, honestly. Just
Amazing.
that.
That's an awesome fact. I did not know that myself. That's an awesome fact. Um, and tell us a little bit about your background and your experience and how it shapes your approach to leading MicroPets.
Wow, leading MicroPets. I think to answer that, I'm going back a little bit on MicroPets and my position, because MicroPets played magic with me. That's the point. And from that magic, I start developing this connection that I feel personally with MicroPets. Besides any investment or anything I can have in the project, right? In the beginning as investor, I put my face as a marketing manager for MicroPets with the previous team. I attach, and for me, when you're in my career, I'm a producer and actor. That's my main job, right? And after 15 years working on this, you attach your face and your name to any business, any project or anything. It's so serious for me. It's very delicate. You gotta be so cautious about it, you know? So for me, it was like very personal because I don't put my face for any project. You know what I mean? Like I'm very picky all the time. I decide which brand I want to work with, you know? So it's like, even if there are good money between, and I didn't accept it because I don't feel attached to the brand. That's it. But there's so much future in MicroPets with the previous team and I put my face, and we created Wikipedia for MicroPets Runner, and everything is out there. So that connection, it was the one that made me push to get where I am right now with MicroPets. And now being the CEO and owner is a challenge. It's a really nice challenge every single day, because this is a real business. This is big. The way I see it is very formal. I don't see it like, this is a game or this is just trying to do anything chatty. I'm very honest. We are KYC. My name is out there. All the time I put my face out there. All the time my name is there. I'm showing my face, like I have nothing to hide, and anything I consider it very honestly, like anything I do for the project is to make it succeed in the future. And actually we're doing great since, we talked the project, right? And handling MicroPets is a challenge. It's a personal and professional challenge every single day. People don't know what's behind. People don't know the deeply part, that what is involved. That's the main thing. They see results, but they don't know what's behind the results. That's a thing. Even the team, because as a CEO, you have so many responsibilities that you need to carry on by your own. And even that, you have a great communication with the team, etc. This is not, but is not that easy as people think. It's really, really complicated. After some time is when you realize, and you can put yourself on other CEOs' shoes as well, because it's the pressure. You know what I mean? Is the level of committed that you need to have. And I'm 100% committed. I invest my whole time in MicroPets, but the pressure you have is heavy. The pressure is heavy, but also I really enjoy that way, enjoy my path with that. If you weren't enjoying it, I wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? It's like, this is not something I want, because it's like burning my energy. And I said, it's not for me, but we're here for the long term. We're working so hard. We are delivering, and we're so committed. In my case, I'm so committed with the project. And as a CEO and owner, I have nothing else to go. So, that's it.
Well, I think that shows a lot of confidence in how you said, you're willing to put your face on the brand. You're willing to show everyone, who you are, and that you're attached to MicroPets. You're proud to say you own MicroPets. And I think that speaks a lot, very, very highly of someone looking at a community they can join and a project that they can get into when they can see who's behind the project and they can see the confidence and the passion and everybody working together to make the project keep moving forward. So that's really great. That was one of the priorities you wanted to go, to make sure happened, taking over the project.
It's like seeing what's the foundation of what you're getting, what you have, and just getting fixed what you need to do. That's a CEO position. That's something hard that sometimes people don't understand. It's like you're the head and you need to realize what's really working or not. And I have a plus that it was part of the whole team. I wasn't involved completely in 100% of this, many stuff, but it was part of the whole team. And I learned so much. I learned so much with the whole team. And that's why now it can give me also the opportunity to solve and do stuff on this new era, of MicroPets, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so just to clarify, so you took over the project last August, we'll say fully as the full owner, new CEO, brand new team, four-member team at a core team, we'll say at the time, which is still the same team. And can you maybe a two-part question? What sets MicroPets apart from other projects? And also then maybe if we could revisit some of the accomplishments since then.
MicroPets, everyone says about community, but I think the most loyal community in the world of the crypto world is our community. It's our community, MicroPets community.
Yeah.
That was actually the main reason that made me decide to take the project and do what I did. The whole community. I didn't care about if it was a whale or if it was someone holding one NFT or holding 1 million token or 100,000 tokens. I don't care. I didn't care by then. Also, in some point, I saw like everything on my part, like lost. I took it for granted, So I said, now I have nothing to lose. What I had, I just lost that. So I don't care. And now it's about the community. So the community is the main asset of MicroPets, and which is the one that pushing us, to do better, to make it great, and to help them to recognize the loyal holders, to recognize their time, their support. That's really important, right? And that's respect also for a community. And I think we crossed that border before because we have, proven that. And that's amazing. So what's different between another projects? Yes, the community, the innovation, what we have, what we want to develop, where we're going to. It's a very specific path that we want. We have the 2D NFTs, we have the 3D NFTs. Our main goal is Petropolis. We are building also the DApp, and Petropolis is going to hold the whole ecosystem of MicroPets. It is massive. We're not changing the speech. We're adding also some new part of for the ecosystem to expand the brand. And as a CEO, what I see is like we need to see and explore what's the best way to expand our brands, because the ecosystem of MicroPets is so big. So since to a play to earn, that's one single project for some people, from some projects itself. 2D NFTs is one single project for another company. 3D NFTs with a staking is another project for another one. Just Pets tokens is another project. The metaverse is another project. You know what I mean? So we have like 6 projects combining and interacting between each other daily. That's a lot. That's a lot to maintain. That's a lot to keep going. That's a lot to, it's really, really a lot. So that's the difference of MicroPets. Basically, what we have by now, we have a trustable team, we have a great community, and we have developments, and what we're building is great. What you guys, I mean, like, we're fixing the stuff from the previous team. That's my priority at the moment, and I think as soon we do that, we can move forward on many stuff. We're launching on Ethereum also, right? That's tokens before April. So that's going to be massive. That's expansion with a purpose. That's expansion. That's because we want to expand our brand. That's a point, and explore different change, or becoming a multi-chain where we can have that expand brand, and people can get in MicroPets easily. That's the main thing. And your second question, you said, or both are there?
Yeah, I think you've actually covered you've covered both in the answer, and a couple more questions in relation to the pets token and utility ecosystem and that. So you've really expanded on that. So that was awesome. Moses might have another question there.
Hearing you speak, it almost sounds like when you come up, with these ideas to keep moving the project forward, I can almost envision a little bit of a smirk like a smile when you say, I can't wait to share this with the community, because you have them in mind. And, I think just like anybody that does anything that has a community behind them, that they're the reason of the, let's see, how would I say it? The inspiration, it comes from the community, and being able to say, man, I can't wait to share this with them because I know they're going to love it. And so you can see a little bit of that when you were talking, of the moments where you have that little smile of being able to share stuff with the community that you're working on. So I think that might have something to do with, if you want to explain a little bit of, I know we came out with a new collection, and what inspired you or motivated you to come up with the concept and the art and everything, if you can kind of explain where you came with that.
Yeah, it was a while since MicroPets had a new collection, when they talked the project. So in the meantime, when it was fighting the previous owner to get the project back alive, I was thinking about the collection, like I was thinking, if this comes true and I get the ownership of the project, I would like to bring a new collection to the community. So it was the whole idea, but then when I talked the project immediately, I'm a creator, I'm a producer. So literally it was by then when he said I have everything landed in my head, and it was the Phoenix Odyssey, right? Where we have the Winds of Petropolis collection, and I started creating the whole, every NFT, drawing it, and imagine everything down there on the paper, since from the creating the background, quite the background, and having the ideas for the NFT itself on 3D, and then having the motion, which motion is going to have movement, is going to have the NFT, you know what I mean? So building that, it was that moment, the whole inspiration, it was based on the Phoenix, rising from the ashes. And basically that, it was like, because that happened to MicroPets, we were gone, and we came back 4 months later after the previous owner decide to handle the project to me, basically, but it was a really nice inspiration. It was a really sweet created, and then I hired a Turkish 3D and CGI designer, a very professional guy. And we worked like 4 months doing this collection while I was working on the whole migration of the token and stuff, like doing simultaneously many stuff at a time. And till get this collection, which is the most exclusive till now on the whole ecosystem of MicroPets with the highest bonuses. The design is beautiful. It's so clean. And I really like that. I'm going all the time for the quality. So if it doesn't meet the criteria I have in my head, I'm not gonna push out anything, till I'm 100% sure that it's completely great. No good, great. For the community and for the visual and for other new members that it might come, right? So we created a collection of basically 8 NFTs, and those NFTs are on Binance and Ethereum, right? And you can mint them now, right? And the opening chance is you get an egg, and that egg, it contains an opening chance for any NFT that you're gonna check on the website is pets.micropets.io. So you can see the whole collection and what's involved. And every NFT is got the background of the whole Petropolis lands. I want to add for Petropolis, and then it's already there, the description. And those NFTs, as I see it on Petropolis, is we're gonna have a world of Petropolis, and we're gonna have different lands. Those NFTs are gonna be moving in those lands. You cannot move the NFT from the countryside farms to the secret forest, for example. They're not allowed. But if you get a mythic, for example, which is the most exclusive, so you can move it around. You know what I mean? And it's unique. Is the highest bonus, etc., etc. So you can do that. Also, the Ascension Flight NFT, for example, is gonna have the same benefit and utility of the mythic, so that's a fact, and that's what I want to do. Like that collection for the Ascension Flight, there were just 199 NFTs in total, so bringing the value because they don't have any staking. But the NFT, people see sometimes that the value of the NFT is the staking. And the value of the NFT is not the staking. The value of the NFT is the NFT itself, the asset. The staking is something plus that in a sustainable way, the project is given to the community. But people take it wrong. And if they don't fix that, there is a big issue actually, because they're seeing the value just in a short term because the staking, but they're not seeing the value of the asset itself for the future. With Petropolis, for example, they're not saying like how my NFTs are going to be interacting in Petropolis world, how I can start doing and I can do better in Petropolis than just with, because just having this staking. So there are many components involved for this, but I think a lot of members in our community understand this. So is nice, but our ecosystem is so big, implies so much information to understand and to deeply read. So that's what I invite the members all the time: read properly. That's one big problem we humans have, right? We don't read and we just act. We need to read instructions. We read and then we can understand. So basically that with the NFTs and the collection.
Yeah, that's awesome. So the new collection
Go for it.
It really is a symbol of what's been achieved and what's happened. That's the nice thing about it. It's a symbol of what's been achieved, what's happened, and the journey of MicroPets since the transition, since the takeover, since you and we have begun bringing it back to life, bringing it out of the ashes, like the phoenix, with the strength of the bald eagle. So it's amazing. It's amazing for that. And just we'll say in our journey, there's been a huge kind of, not an uphill battle, but a battle for trust and transparency. And we have it on our values as one of the main things is transparency. But how how do you as a CEO and owner maintain that transparency? You've kind of touched on it, but I just want to just kind of recap on that. And yeah, just about the transparency. And I just want to say that last bit of information there was a really nice piece of alpha for any EU Ascension flight NFT
I
holders.
was just gonna say
That
that.
was, yeah, if you pay attention, that's what he's talking about. Listen to that. Go back and listen to what he said about the Ascension flights as well. Anyway, yeah, so the transparency, just a quick kind of how we maintain that, how we've done that.
Um, Being transparent and trustable in a business is something you need to prove. The beauty of crypto and Web3 in general is that everything is public. It's simple. So we, in MicroPets, we keep a very great communication with the community and between the team. So transparency, people, if they were concerned about something, they just ask and we just push out transaction hash or anything if we need to do to clarify anything to the community. More when involve like tax, like commissions and stuff, between transactions or stuff like that. If we're talking about something monetary, right? But transparency in general means that when you cross the border with a KYC, you cross the border with an audit, you cross the border when you show your face, you cross the border when people know more about you, you cross the border with transparency when you have nothing to hide. You cross the border when you have a bunch of NFTs and you just invest your tokens in your project because you really trust your project. Transparency comes with being completely doxed, honest, on crypto. If we're talking, you know what I mean? The way we're talking is like, for me, that's transparency with the community in general. When you're working every single day for the community, that's transparency. You know what I mean? Because you're showing proof and you're proving and you're proving and you're saying, hey, this is, we're doing this, we're doing that. That's transparency. Nothing to hide. That's transparency. You know what I mean? And I have nothing to hide. Because the last things I mentioned, that's the beauty of MicroPets. We have nothing to hide. If we're talking about NFTs in specific, there are Dune analytics. You go to Dune and you check everything there. If you're talking about the token, you're going to Binance Smart Chain and you check everything. Everything is public. If you're talking about the project itself and myself, well, we have been, proving what transparency in MicroPets, delivering, talking, communication, docs, KYC, audit, everything I just mentioned, that for me, transparency. No switching, like keeping the speech. It's like no coming with something random today and something random tomorrow. It's like we have a north, we have a path that we need to move, where we need to move forward, and people follow that and assume we deliver that transparency as well. The meaning of transparency in this case, it means a lot because it's very how do you say, expanded.
Well, and that goes with the whole, when we make posts on X or, any social media and we put, get to know us. That's the message I hope people see as soon as they start doing any kind of research on MicroPets, is that they immediately see the transparency, and it immediately shows that they can put trust in the project because everything is out there. Everything's being communicated with the project, with the community, and hopefully as new members are coming in and doing research on, getting to know everyone within the project, they see that trust and can, be comfortable and have that peace of mind of moving forward and becoming a part of the community.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah. That's like the green light, for many new members. When you see, oh, their dogs, oh, they got the Audi, they car we see, you know what I mean? Like they develop this, they have all of these assets. Oh, so we can see all. That's transparency. People connect through transparency. That's the point. When something is not that clear and it's chatty, you know, it's like, okay, I'm not getting in there, you know.
Awesome. Awesome. I have two questions left. The first one is, so it's the traditional question of what are your hopes and aspirations for MicroPets, the community, and the project in the coming months, weeks, months, years?
Okay. What's coming for MicroPets? We are working since day one, actually since before taking the project. What's coming? For MicroPets is coming a great future, a great path. We are building. We're gonna launch soon on the Ethereum network, Pets token. So we're gonna be on multi-chain, right? On Binance and Ethereum network. With that, we're pushing the 3D NFT sales for the new collection. We mentioned before the Winds of Petropolis, which is on Ethereum as well. We are expanding the brand with that. We have also with this, we're doing the migration of the old NFTs from a standard 1155 into a 721 standard where people can own their own NFTs. This is something we're fixing from the previous team. And we are doing a burning supply, right? By now, I don't know when this video is going to be published, but the burning supply is going to be burning one evolved NFTs with another evolved NFT to get a super evolved NFT. So I call it burning till a few days ago. I don't know, I repeat when this video is going to be out, but they call it burning and people got like, oh, burning. Some got happy, some of the members got like worried. But the burning is the same of the evolution we did before, just to clarify. I just didn't want to mention it evolution because I didn't want people taking advantage of assets or whatever, right? So basically that we're going to do this evolution burning supply. We are reducing the inflation that MicroPets has, which is insane, right? We're fixing that. And with that, as soon we migrate those, as soon we finish that process, we're going to start doing the migration into a 721 standard. People are going to own that. We're going to revamp the whole marketplace of MicroPets, allowing people to sell any NFT, right? And on any network. With that, we have for this 24th the pitch for Petropolis as well. So I'm expecting to have the pitch for Petropolis. I'm expecting to have the business plan for Petropolis and the whole documentation, including white paper, to have like the whole landed idea of what you want for Petropolis and how the whole ecosystem is going to be interacting between each other. We have the key for Petropolis as well, which is going to be a burnable NFT where they're not going to own that NFT. Is just going to give you a benefit for Petropolis directly. It's like the key for Petropolis. Everyone needs to get this. This NFT is burnable, so it's no creating supply for the project, right? And then we're gonna start working on the develop for the play to earn game. What we need to have for this and do the right partnerships if we need it for the play to earn game and adding trap token in the ecosystem. So there are many great stuff coming up for MicroPets. Everything very solid, you know. Everything it got a purpose. That purpose is because we are connecting, even though deeply, more our ecosystem. The pets tokens is gonna be the main token in is gonna be the token for to buy and sell assets on Petropolis, for example. But Trap token is the ruling token and the government's token for the daily transactions for to interact in the game, you know, in Petropolis. So everything got a value, everything got just like got a task, you know, in between each other in the ecosystem. So basically that, we have the DApp for the swap that it calls MicroPets DApp. And this is going to be a swap as well for Web 2 and Web 3, where we're going to include just gaming, So that's a big part of the ecosystem as well for gaming, for projects that are involved directly with gaming. So giving value to their assets. And we have the Magic Chest, we have the shop, and we're adding more features to this app. And doing partnerships, that's basically what we want. And keep working. That's basically, the whole stuff that where we're on top of for this year. We're not going anywhere. We're just working hard. We're so workaholic. We're so passionate, and we have a clear path to move forward on many stuff. So just that. Sounds a lot, right?
Yeah, amazing.
That's a ton. So if I can, what you've been saying has been connecting the dots. And for anybody that is listening and has already received, bits of the alpha of what's coming for the future. And I'm a guy that's connecting dots, and we have a number of different collections already out there. And you're saying that the 1155 NFTs from the previous collections are being switched over to a 721 standard. And all of that is going to be tied into the Petropolis metaverse. So without giving too much away, does that mean, because we've had, community members that have said, season 1 pets, what kind of value do those have? And I'm listening to you talk about Petropolis and metaverse, and how now that you're switching to 721s, all of the NFTs, you're saying those are going to have land attached, just like the Odyssey collection that we have minting now has land attached to those pets. Is that what you're kind of giving us a little bit of alpha about?
Yes, absolutely. Every NFT that belongs to MicroPets is going to be interacting in Petropolis. That's the thing. And all the whole collections, this is something normal. You hold more, you're going to receive more, right? So if you're going to Petropolis and you have X amount of the season 1, for example, and your season 1 is allowed to work in the country farms or on the city or whatever, so it's like, you're going to have, it's not a permit. You're allowed. We're adding the future of the land to the graphic of the previous seasons, basically. As soon also we're adding this for I don't know when this is going to be published, but we're adding in the next days also on the card for the information for the Ascension flight, the land as well. And the land is going to be Petropolis world, the same as the Phoenix, which is the most exclusive. Is the most exclusive. So it's the same with the Mythics, but we're adding it first to the Ascension flight before adding it to the other ones. We're gonna do the burning first. We're gonna do some stuff first, but in the next few days, we're adding this land to the Ascension flight. Ascension flight is gonna be awesome. It has no bonuses, taking bonus, but it's a great asset and is the main one. I mean, one of the main ones. But it's a collectible, So now we are a few people. Let's see when we start receiving new members, and the value is gonna increase. So also with the migration and everything I just mentioned, it's like literally the price is gonna rise because you have 2 NFTs, right? Evolved. So you need to burn one, and you're raising this price into one. So instead of having 2 NFTs in a valuation of 500 and 500, so now you're burning one, you're getting one super evolved, and it's gonna cost $1 million floor. From there, is your choice, So just that. I don't know if you have another question or.
Well, yeah, I'd like to nominate the Hoj to be the banker of the city in Petropolis, since he's already a banker.
That's in the
That's going to be
city.
exciting.
Oh
That's
yeah.
exciting of what's coming down, in the future of the project. I can see that being a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. And I suppose just to wrap up, so what's your have you got a final message, a final uh few sentences you'd like to say to the community or leave the community with?
To new community members, all the time, do your own research about any project. And MicroPets, if you're looking for a project that is really solid and got the great foundation with values, MicroPets is a great choice. There are many good projects. I'm not going to say it's the best choice, but it's a great choice if you're looking to invest in the future. We have great assets. We have our ecosystem is, as I said, you got different angles where you can be part of. And what we're building is just massive. And you have a workaholic team. If you don't have a workaholic team, a trustable team, and a great community and development innovation, there is nothing similar you can get, or is not going to be succeed. We're not here for short term. We're here for long term. We talk the project because we fight, and we believe in MicroPets brand itself. So, and for the members that already are with us, I want to say thank you for trusting us. And you're the motor, you're the gene of MicroPets. What we're doing every single day is because the loyal and the olders, and the old holders, and we're building and we're doing everything that should be properly, right, trustable, and we are delivering results, right? I mean, there is no lie. We launched MicroPets new token and we're X6. We were like X12 in December. Now we are X6, and we're still solid. You know what I mean? You don't see this. No, you see something very stable. So, and we're going to Ethereum. So let's keep let's keep tuned and ask questions and anything on the main chat. We're going to be here for you all the time. And let's keep building together, basically doing partnerships and doing all we can. Let's spread the word about MicroPets, and just that. And mint the new collection. New collection is going to be gone in a few. So awesome. That's it, guys. Thank you for your time. And I feel you, and I know you're so passionate about MicroPets. And that's something I really like. And that was also one of the main values I recognize, from the beginning, from you two, for example, and also Elliot and Steven. And I'm very happy to have you as part of the team. And we complement each other, as I said, all the time. And let's keep working, MicroPets. This is just the beginning of what's coming for MicroPets, honestly.
Awesome. Okay, well, thank you. That's Jessus Zambrano, owner and CEO of MicroPets. Dave here, Moses, core team members of MicroPets. Subscribe, hit that bell notification, and make sure you're following us.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Cool.